Good morning, everybody. Coffee and pancakes again. I turned the fan on last night and messed up the heat. Mommy got mad.
She turned the heat off. It's cold.
Say that again.
I said it's 64 degrees and cold.
Yay.
Yay.
Heated up syrup. Before we leave town, I also wanted to mention, I wanted to give a shout out to 2 of our subscribers that sent us trail magic in the form of super thanks. Got Rambler CDT, thank you so much. And Solo Explorer, we appreciate you. So I'm keeping a list because y'all know I like spreadsheets and lists. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank y'all so much. We really appreciate it.
Hey, what you doing?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, he's fixing to go out on the road.
This is right outside the front door of the Airbnb.
He's had a baby. He's got either there. He's a milk cow.
That is so random. Everything cleaned up, packed up, waiting on our ride. Back up here where we got picked up the other day, so trail's gonna go that way and see how far we get. This thing is crooked. See how far we get today. All right, back on trail, y'all.
It's a little chilly.
It is a little chilly, but it's nice and it feels good to be rested, so.
Yep.
And you know what else feels nice? We are officially back on the red line, baby.
Yep.
Red line walking. Not 100% sure how far we're gonna go today, but first water source is about 7.5 miles into the hike on the Gavina Canyon Green Line alternate. And then the next water source is about 12 miles after that. And it's a well that's near Highway 12. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it is a nice view. Very pretty. Okay, I have to share this, y'all. Before we went to reserve the night before, and I wrote this in my journal so I wouldn't forget. Mommy said, yeah, we gonna be in that hotel in reserve and I'm gonna be contemplating my next move. And then she said, and it might be back to Greenwood. I have been laughing about that ever since. Weird looking through here. Looks like destruction.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yep.
Except for my toe and my heel.
Now that my feet troubles have almost disappeared, someone else back there is having feet problems.
Yep, got a big blister on my heel and a sore on my toe.
Beautiful, beautiful. Feels good to be back on the red line.
Yep.
Now this is an even better view. Look at this. This is amazing. What in the heck? Oh my gosh. That would be a great campsite to wake up and see this. Goodness. See, if we had continued hiking the other day, we wouldn't have gotten this view. Wow. I know. I'm very familiar. Where the trail went, I'll get it in a second. I think we're about to go downhill after that little bump up there. Okay, last one. It's completely unobstructed views. Wow. Definitely a bit of destruction going on up here at the top. What? Yeah, just flat desert.
Yeah.
Not the best trail through here, but great view, and I see some desert out there, which I'd totally be okay with. And the reason it looks even extra rough is because we ain't on the trail again. Been following footprints. Lord. Finally found the path. I don't know what's going on up here except for utter destruction. So, but at least we found the trail. Yeah, lovely bushwhacking. Oh my God. Actually, yeah, that's what we came down just now. It's awful. But this is beautiful. Short break. Gonna eat these. Really nice, relaxed hiking through here. And this is before we get to the Patagonia Canyon Green Line alternate. We've turned off on the Patagonia Canyon alternate. The beginning is a road walk. That's fine, but we're taking this because of the water source. Red line ain't got no water. I'll be honest, y'all, I'm just a little tired today. I don't have any reason to be tired, but I am. Well, this is where the water source is supposed to be. There was some notes about this shed. So we're gonna go check it out. Okay, this was kind of confusing, but you gotta walk up to the shed and then you gotta walk past it up the hill a little. And if you see, there's a black line pipe going this way. And up there, I think right there where I'm marking, pointing, whatever the heck, I can't talk. There's water up here, basically. The comments were kind of confusing, but this is it. This water source, that is heavy as lead. It took both of us to pick that up, and then I had to hold it uncomfortably above my mom's head while she reached down and got water. That, you're not getting that if you're one person by yourself. You're just not doing it. It is ridiculous. Some deer over there. They don't seem too concerned with us either. Sitting there looking. Oh. Another water source that's dried up and gone. Yeah, rain that just ain't happening right now. Oh, God. About to finish this Scovina Canyon. Honestly, y'all, I wouldn't recommend it. If you're hard pressed for water, you also better hope that you're not by yourself, because if you are, you ain't getting that middle lid up. So if you can push around on the red line with enough water, just do that. Wasn't nothing really to look at. Well, it was a 300-mile mark. I'll have to check and see what mileage we're actually at. I don't think we're quite there. But still cool.
Yeah.
Uphill. All that uphill and no view. I mean, you can see through the trees a little, but not really. Yep, going down. No viewpoint. Great. That's all we get. All right, here's our view. That is pretty. Good gracious, look how far you can see over there. Wow. Wow. Look at this drop off.
Yep.
This is pretty intense.
Yes, it is.
That is a drop off. Oh my God, beautiful view again.
Please don't try to walk with that thing.
Okay, I'm gonna put it up. Look at this part of the trail, y'all. I mean, I don't know what this is from. There were signs talking about flooding. This ain't flooding up here. We're at the top of this mountain. I mean, it doesn't look like fire damage, but maybe. Crazy. That would be. This is a nice spot. No, not that. I meant the view. No, none of this is a good camp spot.
Unless you had a hammock.
Well, yeah, if you had a hammock, it would be. That's a pretty good view from here, yeah. The clouds really look great. Wowee. Yep, coming down this mountain, excellent views. Just, you can see so far. That is wild. Yeah, this is what the trail looks like going downhill. Bunch of rocks, buddy. Holy crap, we turned the corner and there's even more views. God. This is amazing. .643, and this is where we're setting up. This is right at the junction when you basically get down off that mountain. So it's a nice flat spot. All right, I got my stuff in there. Mommy's getting her food going, but it's a good setup. And the cold soaking. Mommy said she was gonna pretend to be asleep while I did the close out. Okay, today was a little bit of a rough day getting back out here after a zero. I'm not even gonna lie. Mommy's feet hurt and I was feeling kind of tired, but we still managed to get 15 miles today with a late start, so I'm happy with that. And a lot of good views today. The canyon was not worth doing. Not worth doing.
No, it was a waste.
Well, the water source out there, I know I said this earlier, but unless you've got 2 people, you're not getting that open. I'm telling you right now, that thing was heavy as lead. So, I would not even attempt that if you're by yourself. But, anyway, other than that, I guess it was an okay day. We had a lot of good views. Definitely had some climbing.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Is that your feet down there making that racket?
Yeah.
I'm okay. It was a good day.
All right.
Tired.
Yeah. I'm very thankful for the tent tonight. I'm so ready to lay down and relax. But all right, that's the end of today. And we're not quite at 300 miles, even though we did see the 300-mile mark. I don't know how that works, but we will hit the 300-mile mark tomorrow, I think in about 10 and a half miles or something. So that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Okay, bye.